For the Big Science Celebration, Buckeye Aha Math Moments is talking about reptiles today. Make sure you watch our introductory video before this one. As a reminder, reptiles are shapes of which you can use several copies of the same shape to form a bigger copy of itself. In this video, I'm going to show you how to experiment with reptiles using the computer. For that, we're going to use this program called GeoGebra, which you might have seen. If you don't want to install it on your computer, you can just use it online. So go to www.geogebra.org and then find it in here where it says more apps, go to GeoGebra Classic. So right there on GeoGebra Classic, the first thing I always want to do is get rid of these axes because they're in my way, but you can leave them there if you want. So I just right-clicked on the screen, on any point on the screen, and click on axis to get rid of them. And then you can draw any shape pretty much. So polygon, I just click here, click on the triangle to get the polygon tool, and then start drawing points. So I'm just drawing a triangle in here. You can draw as many points as you want and keep going. And then just make sure to click on the first point where you started at the end. All right, so I actually don't want to use that shape, so I'm gonna draw another one, but that was just to show you that you can create shapes with many polygons with any number of sides. So I'm gonna draw a simpler triangle now, this one. And then I'm gonna click again, go to the triangle icon, and now choose the rigid polygon tool and click on your triangle or any shape that you draw. And notice how it makes a copy of it. So this copy, make sure that before trying to do that, you click on the arrow again so that you can move your shapes around. So now you can drag this shape around and put it anywhere you want. And you can actually also turn it around. So if you try to move this point in here, it's just moving the shape around. But if I click on the other one, then it's letting me rotate it around. So anytime that you do this, there's always going to be 2 points. One of them will help you move the shape around, and the other one is going to help you rotate it. So by doing that, you can then maybe put it together in here and see if this is going to work to make a reptile. So to make, using copies of the same shape, can you make a bigger version of this same triangle? So anytime you want to copy it again, just click on rigid polygon and then click on the polygon again. And remember to go to the arrow again so that you can move it around. Okay, so you can do that. If we wanted to draw the reptile that we were working on our first video, we can do that again by choosing the polygon tool and just do notice that you have squares in here, so you can treat these just as you use your squared paper. So go ahead and make a line that is 6 squares long, and then remember that we went 3 up, 3 in this direction, 3 up again, 3 again, and then 6 down, and now we have that shape. So if you feel that this is too big for your screen, you can always just scroll down to make it smaller, zoom out or zoom in. You can also do it with this tool in here. So you have this cross and then zoom in or zoom out. And again, just click on the rigid polygon tool to make a copy of it. I have a copy, sorry, forgot to click on the arrow. I have a copy in here that I can move around. Maybe I can put it in here, or I can try rotating it. Maybe here, and then put it in here. So notice how now I can assemble them. So what I want to do is make 4 copies of it and arrange them. Find if I can arrange them so that I have a bigger L shape that is just a, sort of like the same L shape, but a little bigger. So try to do that with the computer. And then once you figure out this puzzle, you can also just try any shapes that you want. I recommend starting with triangles, but any shapes that you want, you can try them and just make copies of them, move them around, rotate them around, and put them together to see if you can assemble them into a bigger version of themselves. So that is working with reptiles on GeoGebra, pretty easy. If you don't have cardboard and ruler, or you don't just want to be cutting around pieces, you can always experiment with GeoGebra, or you can do it both places. So you can do it by cutting the pieces, but also in GeoGebra on the computer. So go ahead and give it a try.